Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and tonight I'm joined by Dana.
Hello.
We're back for another Patreon watch of Dawson's Creek. Tonight we're watching episode 2 of season 4.
Sexy season.
The sexy season.
Season where everybody's hot.
Katie Holmes is like, I run this creek.
No. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
Oh.
So Joey's style this season seems to be skirts.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So let's say it's circa what 2000 still.
Yeah.
So platform sandals that were like this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Uh-huh.
And like polos,
Uh-huh.
skirts. That was it, and spaghetti straps, and then the
Right.
and the butterfly clips. She's doing it right. It's
Right.
right. It's correct.
Well, like last week she had that skirt and she had like the open back.
Completely. That was also a thing. Like
I remember
that was a thing.
Yeah, I remember the front was always like covered and it was almost like a straight line
It's
across.
like a block.
Yeah. Back was all business.
The back was sexy and the front was conservative. It was like a top mullet.
Yeah.
Party in the back, business in the front.
Yeah.
But yes, and then you would have these like maxi skirts, not the actual maxi skirts, but more just like almost pinned, but they were always long, very long, in a pattern. And again, platform, either sneakers or sandals.
Those aren't called pencil skirts, are they?
No, the pencil skirts go like they cinch in at the knee.
Okay.
And then most of the time they cut off at the knee.
Okay.
These were always like at least calf length.
Right.
It would be low, but low rise too. Also, always open midriff, or just the very bottom,
straight across here,
like up to the collarbone, only to just below the belly button, and then like skin, and then the skirt. You had to have the flattest stomach ever,
right?
For this off, and like no ass, or if you did have an ass, like your ass was hanging out at the top at all times.
Oh yeah, we're almost on that era where like at least
whale tail.
Male jeans were basically a scoop in the front. You basically had to show your pelvis.
Yep, literally, like the top of your jeans would like hit just above your genitalia, like just above your junk.
I did enjoy a boot cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And flares, they're all flares. I haven't seen her in flares yet, but that's coming.
Yeah.
Scouting out some new digs until my brother Douglas finds a suitable, and I finger quote, partner. He's best off living by his lonesome. So it looks like I'm gonna.
Not her making the gay jokes too.
I'm wondering.
Air quotes, partner.
That, or like it's a running gag in the family that, or that he is so closeted that they're just like, you're gay, it's okay. He's like, no, I'm not.
The more that they're like, you're gay, he's like, no, I'm not.
I'm not. Like, we know it's okay.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm gonna go listen to Barbra Streisand.
Right. It's like, you know what? All right, fine. You're not gay. All right. Whatever.
Oh my God. Dawson, this is the most offensive collection of music I've ever seen.
Precisely, which is why I'm trading them in.
Yeah, but Dawson, Vanilla Ice? What were you thinking?
I don't know, I was 10. Who's got good taste in music when they're 10?
By the time I was 10, I could rattle off the name of every band on the Sub Pop label, and I was telling anybody who would listen that a guy named Kurt Cobain was about to change the face of music as we knew it.
I remember the time I was 10, I could rattle off the name of every cinematographer Steven Spielberg had ever worked with.
People are always telling Dawson why his taste sucks. Last year, Nikki was like, oh, Spielberg, that's cute.
It's so basic. It's just kind of like, I don't know. He's just so white bread. It's hard.
How are we feeling about his hairstyle this season?
It's better than the last one because, like, we're getting out of the, like, middle part. Well, like, it's still kind of, but we're starting to go in the side part era
Mhm.
where, like, I don't know if he's ever done the swoop, you know?
Right.
Always do eventually. But it's okay. He does, like I said, I feel like this is the season of sexy because they're really trying to make, like, James Vanderbeek, like, super hot. Like, they're trying to like, his shirt's, kind of been open a little bit, like,
Uh-huh.
throughout the whole episode and
Okay.
the episode before this one. So I feel like they're trying really hard to be
I
like,
feel
"Yeah,
like
he's hot, guys."
season 1, his hair was, like, longer, but it, like, was
It was
swooped.
like the curtain thing, and then
Yeah.
they would, like, push it back.
Yeah, season 2 and 3, I felt like they tried to give him a bang to cover up his forehead to make him look younger.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like he's blonder now
Yeah, probably.
too, so, like,
And he's not a natural blonde, so this is dyed.
no, yeah, you could tell it's definitely not it's like a process, like, it's not his natural coloring, but, like, a part of me just feels like they're trying to glow him up. They're
Right.
trying to give Dawson a glow up, and it's like, he's so bland. Like, he's boring. There's nothing about Dawson that's exciting other than he's just upset all the
Who wrote you?
Um, no one.
What's happening?
It better not be what's his name? Ethan? Is that
Ethan. Oh, no. Your sworn enemy.
my sworn enemy. I like how she worded that though, like, "He's forsaken me for another."
Yeah, well, I knew this was coming. Like, there's no way. Proximity.
Right.
You have to be close to each other,
Es
otherwise it'll die.
especially as a teenager.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And, like, you have and also when he has to go to another school,
Mhm.
like, you have to assimilate in some
Mhm.
way, right? So,
Right.
like, if you don't do that, it's only just lingering about what's at home, like, it
Right.
only makes your school life worse, so
Right.
shoulda broke up!
Well, then come this May, you're gonna watch your friends graduate without you. Start their lives without you. They'll be heading off for higher education. You'll be gearing up for another year at Cape Side High. How's that sound, Pacey?
They shoulda did something with this, like, he has ADHD or like they did with Jordan Catalano where he couldn't read. They shoulda
Yeah,
did something with that.
I feel like that's what he was I thought that maybe that's what he might be actually hinting at, that, like, I struggle learning the material, like, so, like, what if I can't actually do this? Because, like, Andy had to focus him to get him even to, like, sea levels,
Right.
right? And that was with a lot of work and a lot of attention specifically to that.
Right.
And the
Mm,
thing is, Joey is also trying to get in her own college.
right.
Like, I don't know. Ugh, I don't know what they're trying to tell us here. Like, sometimes it just feels like they just put him in that spot because, what else is supposed to be done with, like, pacing school? Like, he can't be another smart guy, you know?
You are not an idiot, Pacey. And something tells me that Joey's feelings for you are not contingent on your GPA. Listen, I can stand here and tell you that everything's gonna be okay, but it's gonna sound a lot better coming from her. So tell her, okay?
I like her.
Me too. She seems like she has, like, an actual, like she's, like, one of the only adults, like, in the whole room that, like in the whole show that has, like, actual good, tangible, practical advice to give
Right.
people. But I have this strange feeling that she's gonna, like, her either Dawson's gonna get a hard on for her or vice versa or both at the same time, and it's gonna cause a huge even on a more of a rift between him and Pacey than before. I think he's looking to an exact revenge, and that whole like crush talk in
Huh.
the previous episode is like leads us down to that. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't see. I like it's all gonna get shattered. Like we're gonna get her set up to be a responsible adult to like then her to have sex with Dawson.
Let me guess. The boyfriend bailed when the stick turned blue, leaving his rusted-out Camaro up on blocks on your lawn, forcing you to drop out of school and rely on your not-so-reliable alky mom to watch the little carpet monkey while you wait tables on your high horse. None of which is my problem, hon. This is seriously gonna cut into your gratuity. Oh, come on. Where's your sense of humor? I was kidding.
Well, I think was like, oh, you don't know about Joey. She'll fight a guy. Like,
I'm really expecting her to just dump the contents of those pictures like all over his face. Like
it might still happen. Let's see.
He's in trouble, Dawson.
That concerns me. How?
Well, look, I know that Pacey isn't your favorite person right now, but trust me, you're not always going to feel like that.
I don't know, Dad. I could maybe see this.
Okay, like, feels unprofessional for you to be talking about another student's academics with your son.
True story, but like it's like his other son. That's how he sees it. Mitch doesn't see it like that.
Yeah, but
I think he sees him as like another kid.
I feel like in this day and age, it would be illegal.
Oh, super illegal. Like even right now, it's super inappropriate. Like for this time, but
Yeah.
no, this is not surprising. Mitch like is just trying to get them to like come back together somehow.
Yeah.
Everybody is, if you notice, everybody's trying.
So what was that whole guidance counselor office thing about anyway?
You know what? Can we just for tonight pretend like we're one of those couples that can consume a meal in blissfully dysfunctional silence?
Okay. Thanks.
That was like the most polite way to say shut up.
And that's exactly how she took it. Like, this is the cracks they are already showing. Like, there's just he does not handle like anything. He'd rather just pretend like it doesn't exist. He wants to run away so badly. He never even wanted to came back.
Yeah.
I want to come back, like, because that's what he knew what he was looking at. Now we know, like, this true breadth of everything he was looking down the barrel of, not just Dawson and this BS, but all this school shit, too. It totally makes sense why he didn't want to come back.
But he seemed unaware that he was doing bad in school.
Yeah, I think he knew. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, you can't be fully unaware that you're, that you're failing, especially if you don't, like, turn anything in or don't show up to class. Like, there's no way you can't be told. Maybe he didn't think he failed.
Maybe.
But, like, he knew he wasn't doing hot.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, but this is not good for their relationship. Like, he doesn't want to talk to her about it. He doesn't want to open up to her at all. And he needs someone that opens up to her.
But that just kind of speaks to his insecurities about not being good enough.
Right. Well,
like what he said to Gretchen, like, she's smart and she's not going to be happy that she's with a dummy.
Yeah, he's got her up here. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. And she's not going to be able to live up to that. Like, he's going to be lifting her up here, and there's no way she's going to disappoint him, and then that's what's going to destroy everything. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's.
But it's like, how could she disappoint you if you just talk to her and she accepts you anyway? But I guess he doesn't.
Do. Like, Joey would do that. Joey. You know what Joey would probably say? Like, if he told her about, I'd be like, all right, well, let's. Probably what Andy did. Like, let's get you on some sort of study regimen.
Right.
Something. Like, she would be, let's do this. Gung ho right away.
I'm not ending up some townie.
When did you become a snob, Miss Potter?
What are you talking about?
Well, what's wrong with being a townie?
Well, nothing.
No, honestly, if someone lives in the same place their whole life, that somehow makes them a bad person?
No, of course
What
not.
if I was to become a townie?
Like, you're not that kind of a person.
Oh, I didn't ask what type of person I was. I said, what if I became a townie? Wouldn't this somehow make me less
God
desirable to you?
damn it.
I love when you like hide in your shirt.
Like, it's just like, dude, no. Like, first off, Joey has never wanted to stay here. Never, ever, ever, ever. If there was ever one thing that was consistent about her, is that she has been trying to get the hell out of Dodge. She should have. She had so much opportunity. She should have done
Went to France.
it. Like, but like this is crazy. Like, I'm not on Pacey's side right now. He's
No.
making like this facial expression is like what women deal with probably forever and always. Like right here is just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, he's just looking for a fight. So
No, he wants to
he could
fight.
be like, see,
Self-destruction. It's
Yeah.
self-destructive.
Yeah.
Behavior. That's what it is.
Because if he baits her into saying things that come off worse, then he could be like, this was never going to work out.
Right. Exactly. Like it's like it. Okay, so men do this. They literally make themselves horrible or do horrible things to get the girl because they want to break up
Yeah.
for whatever reason, either subconsciously or consciously, and they do these things that make them a horrible boyfriend or partner to the point that pushes and then gaslights her too on top of it. Be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then she ends up
They
with them.
make her think that this is her idea to break up.
Exactly. Like it makes the relationship so unpalatable that they end up breaking up with the guy.
Right.
And they don't have to do anything.
Right.
It's classic BS.
Good for her for kicking him out. Also, I would have just got up and be like, all right, well, have a good night.
Right. I would not be there. I'd be like, listen, I'm not here to be abused. Like, it's basically what this is. Like, you're having some type of moment. You don't want to talk about it. Just literally what she said. Like, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But you don't get to hurl abuse at me.
Right.
Don't. Like, I don't care. I'm not your punching bag. I'm not here to be, like, hit on, like, because you're having a bad day. Like,
Right.
go up. And then left.
Are they going to be like, Dawson's going to save the day and he's going to come out the hero and all this? Like, really?
The glow up has commenced by the guy. Like, it is literally like
Oh, no offense, Dawson, but if Pacey was in such dire straits, don't you think I would know about it?
No, I don't.
Why?
Don't you get it, Joe? When you love someone, you want her to be proud of you. You want her to think that there's nothing in the world that you're incapable of. The thought of disappointing her it's crippling.
okay.
Poor selfless Dawson coming to the rescue.
Oh, Dawson. So selfless. Like, and it's against your better judgment. You're doing the right thing.
Because I'm the moral one.
I'm the moral one, except for you. I love you, but you're a whore. And then he is a traitor.
Do you have any idea how insulting it is to know that I come up last on your list of people to contact in case of an emergency?
Joe, this is not that big a deal, I'm handling it.
And how does cutting school translate into handling it, Pacey? Why does this even surprise me?
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Exactly.
No.
He's going to run with that.
It's literally what he was waiting for. He waiting for that in the boat.
Right.
Not happen. But now and she has every right to be upset because he's like exactly like she said it. How can I be on the last year list of like we're supposed to be in love with each other? Like,
yeah.
And who knows what happened those 3 months on sea? Like they could have been through some mess, like legitimate life-threatening mess out on the water and been there for each other. And now the minute they get on the shore, it all goes out the window. Right. The trust, the openness, heartbreaking.
What I said. This is how you deal with everything. You run away.
And even that, like, oh, that's why I'm such a loser. Like, she didn't say
Episode,
that.
yeah, like episode 2, we don't even get 2 episodes of happiness. We didn't even get a minute of happiness. Like they were really like he just reverted back, like relapsed back, like the minute his foot touched the shore. Like I just, oh my god.
It's okay to be hurt, Jen.
I'm not hurt, Dawson. It's just that the only real boyfriend that I ever had enlisted the help of my best friend to dump me, and I'm just angry.
Agreed.
It just felt like I'm not hurt. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Well, that's the thing. I'm angry. I'm not sad. Like it's like I know that feeling though. Like sometimes like there's just nowhere else for it to go. So just sometimes you cry because you're so intensely angry about something.
Yeah, my best friend's like that. She's like, I know I'm crying, but I'm not.
I'm not sad. I'm angry. Like that's all they do is just scream about how they're so angry while they're just bawling their eyes out.
Yeah. I'm like, are you sure? You look pretty sad.
You look kind of sad. It's like, shut up, I'm angry. But still, like, I would be so pissed if I was Jen. Like, and I don't know what Jack was thinking.
I
Like,
would have went to a school, honestly. I'm crazy.
seriously, like,
Like, you have something to say to me, say it to my face.
right. Or I would have probably what I would have done is probably would have sent a message to her and be like, well, good job. We're broken up. Okay. The end. Like mission accomplished. Like you send Jack to say talk to me about whatever, it's over. Like you got what you wanted, kind of thing.
Right.
And then call it a day and then probably have a really hard time talking to Jack again. Because it's kind of like just like she's saying, like you literally let like you were gonna basically dump me for my boyfriend. That's so messed up.
But that's not Jack's fault that he messaged him.
No, but it's Jack's fault for even like agreeing to talk to me. Like he should have done exactly what Andy said. Whatever's between Henry and Jen is between Henry and Jen. Don't get in the middle. It's not worth getting in the middle unless he's doing something nefarious. Like if he was cheating on her, then he tells Henry, "Well, I'm going to tell her. So you better tell her. And if you don't tell her by such and such time, then I will tell her." That is the only time that you get involved. Like otherwise, you let them figure it out.
No, normally, yes, I'd agree with that. But what if he hadn't said anything? And then when her and Henry finally talk, he says, well, I messaged Jack. He didn't say anything to you. And now she's mad at Jack because he didn't say anything to her.
I would tell Jen that Henry messaged me about your relationship, and I really think that you need to talk to him. That's all he should have said instead of the way he handled it,
Right.
and like made it like drug her out to the friggin' pier.
Right.
Like, hey, so what if you guys broke up? That'd be crazy, right? Like,
yeah, I did like the whole. Are you thinking about a crossover episode?
Like, so let's like tell some stupid story about someone's friend that doesn't exist. You know, like that kind of stuff. It's just like that could have been a phone call,
Right.
a text, even if they have texting, they should be by now. Like, it's just that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, you need to talk to your man.
Yeah.
He's hitting me up about y'all's relationship, and I don't want to be in the middle. That's what you say, and then it's on Jen to talk to her man, and then it's on Henry to talk to her about his feelings. Like, don't get in the middle of someone else's relationship. It never ends good, ever. You're never like also being the messenger. Even telling someone about the relationship is always really tough because it's like they want to come at you. They don't, because you're right there, and it's like,
No, I totally get where you're coming from with that because it's like listening to a friend vent about a problem they're having with their partner. You don't say anything because they're gonna make up, and then you said all this shit about them.
Exactly.
But I don't think Jack saying Henry messaged me is him talking shit. He's telling her what he did. Like,
no, well, I wish that's what he did, though. I don't think that. I think at the end, maybe he said, like, it all came out to be that way because
Yeah.
Jen was like, oh, so he's trying to break up because she's smart and she's smart,
Yeah.
but that, like, if Jack just straight up told her that minute he read it on the screen,
Yeah.
then he would turn around and be like, well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then have her read it for herself. But
Right.
like, that would have been a totally different scenario. No, he
Yeah.
sat on it.
If it had happened the way it did, then yes. I
Yeah.
totally would have been like,
Right? Like, if you were there, like, I think you need to read this, and
that way
then,
I don't have to say anything and you can see what's happening.
like, and then all you have to do tell Henry is, like, be more like, "Well, she was in my room, bro,
Right.
and you and I pulled up this message, so there really wasn't any way of hiding, like, the situation." So, and
Right.
also, again, this teaches Henry, stop trying to go through third party. Like, third party ain't gonna work. Like, you need to talk to Jen on your own. And we all know the only reason why this is all happening is because he's not on the show anymore.
Right.
So, like,
From everything I've read, he was offered a series regular position, but he decided not to because he wanted to pursue other projects.
well, that doesn't work out for him. Eh?
He was on Boardwalk Empire.
Oh my God. That's where I know him from. I
You
watched
watched that?
that show.
Did you?
Well, I mean, I thought he looked like Devin Sawa, and then you're saying like he's kind of looks like Leonardo DiCaprio, and I was like, okay. No, that's where I know him from. He was on that show.
Yes.
But again, like, where else has he? And that is like Boardwalk Empire and this show, like,
I mean, I feel like Boardwalk Empire was years after this.
yeah.
And now we are years from Boardwalk Empire. So
Exactly.
so,
Like, again, how did this work out for him? He might have should have stayed on Dawson's Creek. It's all
maybe he did a lot of indie work. I don't know.
I'll have to look him up.
They look nice. They look like they could be a couple again.
I keep thinking about that sometimes, like that if they ever come back around to each other. I don't know. I think they're just too different of people.
Yeah.
I still think Dawson's too immature. Like,
Right.
even after going through all this, he still doesn't.
Right.
He still sees Joey as his personal object that he deserved to have waiting in the wings. He still feels that.
And I think Jen's aware enough to know she doesn't want to get involved in that mess
Yeah.
again.
It's messy. Absolutely messy.
Do you know what else Dawson would never do? He would never inspire me to run away with him for the summer. It just wouldn't happen. And you know that.
Because he's boring.
Milk toast, white bread. Is this what the episodes are going to be like? You're going to go through some BS to then just come back together again at the end and make me go, oh, I love that again. Never mind. Forget everything I said through the episode. They're perfect. It's great.
Probably. I mean, look what they did with him and Andy. They were always fighting just to make up at the end.
That's true. I mean, like, he's gonna have to get beyond this in some way at some point because this argument is gonna get old really, really fast.
It is. He was having a really hard time though expressing his feelings. He was like hyperventilating.
Yeah.
So, but he did it.
He did it. And that's all it took. Wasn't I right? Like, the minute you say it, she's just like, all right, let's do it. Let's get it together.
Literally, like what you said. She was like, all right, I'm going to help you.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it. Whatever it takes, we're gonna fix it. And that's literally what you would expect from her because when she cares, like, she cares deeply. My whole thing, I was like losing it when friggin' Dawson was going on to Jen about like how like, oh, that passions fade, feelings change, like all this stuff about how like life moves on and that's okay, that like, you're not meant to always be what you think it's supposed to be, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, and then the true thing that holds through is friendship. Friendship. What about the friend that you literally just kicked off to the side? 2 friends you kicked off to the side because of your hurt fifis. Like, come on.
Right.
Do you not hear yourself when you talk? Like, it's kind of what I keep thinking.
Well, wasn't he just quoting back to her what she had said to him?
Right. Well, I
He
guess
said,
he was confirming that is exactly true. And it's like,
okay,
okay, so if you came to that realization, why are you so dogged on Pacey then? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why can't you see that, like, that's what he's doing, and
right,
that Dawson's own feelings for Joey could fade, could change, be something different, like any of that stuff. So I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh, so you can profess all of this knowledge to someone else, but you can't.
and apply it to yourself.
Exactly, literally what he does all the time.
Right. Huh.
So I was like, I threw up my hands. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
He walked all the way up to the point and then just went, woo.
Totally doesn't apply to me though.
I mean, I don't know, just a Jen. And friendship is only purest when it's Andy, Jen, and Jack. That's it. No one else. That doesn't apply to anyone else. They all suck, and I hate them.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Have anything else to add on what we watched tonight?
Oh gosh, well, I'll tell you, I really am getting tired of them potentially trying to destroy my ship again.
I know.
Like the writers of this show are taking aim at my ship every time it cuts afloat.
Well, I don't know if you remember when you were we were going through the Andy thing. I said, "Don't worry, I'll get mine." So here I am.
And here's my ship, and I'm trying to bat off every single arrow that comes near my ship.
Two down, 20 more to go, 21 more to go.
Right? Seriously.
Then I gotta deal with 2 more seasons.
Yep. Well, if they survive that long,
We survived the season. Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's the whole thing. It feels like every single episode, they're just like, "Oh, is it gonna break up? Never mind. Is it gonna break up?
Just kidding.
JK. Oh, so close, but not this one. Not this one. Maybe
No.
next one. Maybe.
Maybe episode 13.
Or yeah, maybe at mid-season finale.
So that they can get back together in the end. I don't know.
And then when the season finale comes out, oh, maybe then too. Who knows? So much is that. So I'm saying, like, the writers are just being kind of obvious about like what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Curious to see if this comes through. Like, does Dawson mature enough to forgive?
What do you think of this new character, Drew?
He is. I don't know if he's a red herring or if he's actually going to be some messiness in the situation. Like I said, there's still, what's her name, Gertrude or whatever her name is, his sister, Pacey's sister, Gwen, or not Gwen. It's
Not
G.
Gwen?
No, what's Pacey's sister's name? Gretchen. So Gretchen is also a part of this mix.
Mm-hmm.
That is potential mess, like collective mess. Like,
do you think Drew is a potential love interest for Joey?
it's what I'm saying. Like it's the way they're interacting, and like he's exactly the antithesis of what Pacey is like afraid of. Losing Joey too, not just Dawson, but like
he's like the rich, educated, sarcastic Pacey.
Yeah, like exactly. Like he's like the Pacey, if Pacey had money,
Yeah,
like, kind of thing.
yeah.
So I'm wondering if like, or if it's like again, it's like a red herring. Like they're really not going to. They're gonna keep the Pacey Joey ship strong, but you got to give temptation. I wish it would come at both ends. I wish Pacey would get a little tempted too, by some other sassy, like, not low class, but you know what I mean? Not like a goody two shoes like Joey is kind of thing. But I don't know. I mean, like, we'll see. There's so much potential for some drama that's just simmering on the surface. I just hope we don't just continuously go through the same repetitive, because the last 2 episodes have been the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
they get upset, they make up. They get
Right.
upset, they make up. It's like, all right.
I did love in the beginning of the episode when they started to make out that they were literally blocking the door, and Dawson had to like
That was hysterical. I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know what it is about you and me, but we love watching Dawson be physically tortured by the cast members of the show. Like, I think both of us find it collectively super satisfying to have to slog through. Like, the fact that he had to like wedge behind them as they're making out to get into the classroom killed me. I dead. I
loved
really died. I was like, this is just so funny. He deserves all of this.
And
Like,
and I'm sure the flip side is the Dawson lovers are probably like, this is so mean that he has to go through this.
I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't. He's not worth it. He's so boring. Does not deserve Joe anyway. Their relationship wouldn't have worked. That's it. I'm gonna start a fight.
Should have went to France.
For me, I will fight about this Pacey every day. He is the superior boyfriend. But it's just, oh my gosh, that was so funny. If that could happen again, I would watch that over and over and over again.
All right. Well, thank you to our Patreon supporters for watching along with us and joining us for another episode of Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
As always, you can find us on all the socials at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, have a great night. Bye.